right, I'm definitely getting a much later start than I planned. In my warm-up though, got an hour and a half on the bike, and then I have to drive to Ohio. So it's gonna be a long morning, but I'm gonna bike around the jungle circuit and on my tri bike, so this is really uncomfortable to film. I will catch up after I'm done. Hour and a half. All right, I am literally, if I turn this way, okay, better lighting. I'm literally just sitting on my ottoman. I was gonna try and film from my bike, but my legs are dead. That's a tough route. So it's the Serpentine 8 on Zwift. I try when I ride inside to get like a lot of variety. So I basically did one whole thing of it in the end because the lead-in's pretty long on it. It was only about 16 miles, but the gravel is really tough. So that was a tough ride. I like it because it is a lot of climbing and I'm a really weak climber. And so I kind of tend to avoid routes around me with too many hills. I mean, I do ride the trace sometimes and that is rolly, and I've done hill repeats on the entrance, but I am trying on Zwift to get more hills into my workout. If you can't tell, I'm tired. Overall it felt good. The one thing I do need to do is electrolytes when I'm riding more, apparently more than, I can't think straight at this point. I do need to do electrolytes when I'm riding more than an hour, I think, because especially when I ride in the morning. So I did drink water immediately when I got up, and then, sorry, I'm not good at holding the camera. I drank water immediately when I got up, and I did drink water while I was riding. I had a granola bar before I started and then one gel during. And I think I could have just done like one bottle of water and one bottle with like electrolyte tabs. So it's not enough where I was really needing a lot of extra calories. I did the gel just because all I'd had was the granola bar. So I think I have a thing of Noon tabs somewhere. I'm not like brand loyal when it comes to electrolyte tabs. I've used Noon and I've used the GU ones before. I am partial if I'm going to do like a calorie dense drink. So if I'm riding over 2 hours, I will do the GU Roctane drink mix is my preference. Mainly because of flavor. I don't like lemon, lime, or orange, and those seem to be the popular ones. So I get their fruit punch flavor over their Roctane mix. I think it's fruit punch. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking because my arm hurts holding up the camera right now, and I've got to pack, eat breakfast, and get going. All right, so I am dressed, packed, ready to go. Gonna make my breakfast real quick, and then I am out the door. I do have to go stop and get gas, so that's why I'm trying to get, my goal is 10 a.m. It's 9:47 right now, and the gas station's like a mile down the road. So I'm making great time this morning considering I didn't get up until 7, and I've already ridden my bike for an hour and a half. So I am feeling mostly good, really hungry. So I also have water to bring with me. I'm gonna stop at Starbucks and get a tea, and then I'll probably stop like halfway and get another tea. Yeah, so I am going to get on the road. All right, so the plan was to run in Ohio this morning. It was gonna be about 30 degrees and I was just so cold sitting around my mom's house. So I came home. Good thing about coming home, grab my hydration vest because I should probably start drinking water while I run. Not that I probably need it today. I'm just running somewhere between an hour and a half. I really don't care. I just want to get in a good run right now. It's about 50 degrees here, but it's gonna start cooling off. So that's why I've got on a lightweight, like long sleeve jacket. I've got the hydration vest so I can take the GoPro with me today. And then I had on my fleece lined leggings when I was gonna run in Ohio, and they felt great. Like they're super comfortable. I really like the pattern. It's not like too much of a pattern. It's a lot of pattern, but it's still like flattering. So really liked those. I'm going to take the GoPro with me. I only filled one water bottle, so I've got this whole other pocket over here. So that's the plan. I'm gonna throw on my running shoes and get going because I need to just go ahead and get this run done. All right, walking back to my car. Just finished, made it all the way to the hour and a half mark. Excuse the car noise behind me. I'm gonna get back in my car, take this vest off, drink some more water, talk more about the run when I get home. There are a lot of people on the Greenway, so I didn't want to bother them filming, but overall really good. Haven't looked at like the exact stats yet, so about to do that too. Okay, so I am back home now. I basically got in the shower immediately, so I feel like the way I dressed was probably the best I could do for today. So just to like give why I decided to run here, not in Ohio, it was gonna be 28 degrees and snowing if I ran in Ohio. And then running here, it was about 50 degrees at the start of my run, so it was definitely more pleasant to run. Also, it turns out like I'm glad I came back when I did because it was snowing a lot in like the northern parts of Kentucky. I don't think the roads would have gotten too bad because I know they did salt them, but just like I felt better driving on the earlier end of it. So it's 28 degrees there. It was 50 degrees when I started my run here. So that's kind of why I decided I was going to run in Nashville, not in Ohio. The routes are actually really similar terrain-wise, so like super flat either way. So that's kind of like the decision. And then, so I changed from, I had on fleeceland leggings with like the same jacket if I was going to run in Ohio, which actually I probably needed like another long sleeve layer with that now that like I look at how I felt at the end of my run tonight. And then running here, I wore that same jacket. I had on a tank top underneath, and then I had on cropped unlined leggings, and I also had on the hydration vest. So beginning of my run, I was almost afraid I was going to be too warm because I do not like to be too warm. I think it's because as a kid, I played soccer briefly, and I remember having a soccer game where I got way too hot because my parents had insisted I wear pants that morning. And when you play soccer as a kid, like if you're wearing pants, you have to wear the pants under the soccer shorts. And I just remember like getting way too overheated during that soccer game as a kid. And that's all I think of when I get too hot when I'm running. So I don't like to get too warm. And I was almost afraid I would be too warm at the start of my run because with the hydration vest, my core was definitely very warm. But the sun was also going down. So I started my run probably like right at 3:15. And sunset, I think, is like 4:50 something here right now. So it actually worked out really well. I was actually starting to get a little cold at the end of my run, which is why I came home and got in the shower immediately because I love taking really hot showers after a cold workout in the winter. So showered, I ordered dinner because I need to buy groceries. Normally Sunday is my grocery day, but I was not here. So I ordered some Alfredo pasta with shrimp and garlic knots from some place I've never actually heard of other than on Uber Eats, but I really want some Alfredo pasta. And I'm also hoping it'll be a serving big enough that I can take it with me tomorrow for lunch at work because I don't have anything to take with me for lunch. So that's kind of what I've done since I got home. Not that I packed that much. I need to unpack stuff. I need to get ready to go into my office tomorrow. I think I am going to use the office gym instead of the gym in my garage tomorrow because I think the plan is going to be workout in the office gym once a week and here once a week at least for my strength training, just because they have more equipment that I don't have here. And I feel really good about the run. Like the run, so now getting into the run, it was just under 6.5 miles. My pace was like right at 14 minutes, which is, considering I haven't ran in a week and a half, like I'm happy with that. Like this is literally my longest run in 2 years. I did 7 miles just under 2 years ago, and it was an ugly 7 miles. So this actually felt better than that run did 2 years ago. And that was kind of like my last long run before I took like another really long break of not running. So I felt really good. I looked at my splits, super consistent, all within 10 seconds of each other per mile. And then I looked at my heart rate. My highest average for 1 mile was 160, which is like right at the bottom of zone 3. So I feel pretty good about where my heart rate was. It was my wrist-based heart rate because I just didn't put my heart rate monitor on before I left. So overall the run went really well. And I think I just need to do more strength training because that'll obviously help with speed. So I think I'm going to try and do I think I'm going to start to incorporate weights on my squats on the day that I'm in the office gym and continue to do body weight when I'm at home. And then there is a leg press available at the office gym. So I'm going to try and use that as well. and then lunges and Romanian deadlifts. So those will be kind of the 4 leg movements I'm focusing on, because I do feel like I can kind of hit all the muscles I need to with those movements or variations of them. And then for upper body, I do a lot that's like physical therapy related for an old shoulder injury. And so that's the other reason I want to use the office gym, is there are pieces of equipment that the office gym has that I don't have at home. So I don't have a lat pull at home, surprising as it is. I don't have a cable machine. I also could really use like a decent bench at some point. It's just, I don't want to fill up my whole garage with stuff, but it would be nice to have a bench instead of doing floor press constantly, just because you get more range of motion. I also would like a bench because you can do like the single arm, I think it's a row for lats. If you know what I'm talking about, like tell me if I've got the wrong name there. So just like being in the office, I can do a lot more movements. I'll probably make like the office workouts a little bit longer than my home workouts, just because I do have access to more equipment and I want to take advantage of it. So that's kind of the plan for the start of the week. I'm definitely tired, and I definitely did not eat right before that run, because I didn't eat like any time close to it, because this morning I woke up, I had egg casserole with my family for breakfast. Then I had a custard filled donut from Grater's, because there's a Grater's right across the street from my parents' house. Not right across the street, but like in their neighborhood. And then I had a chai latte on my drive. And then I had tea, which has basically 0 calories because it's black tea, not sweetened. And I had water. So actually I feel like the run, like it felt really good. So I would like to see what it would look like if it was properly fueled. I was drinking during it. I do think I could have used some like electrolytes or something. I usually do get those from gels when I'm running. I don't like sweet drinks when I'm running. I can't stand the taste. So I probably, next time I do a long run like that, will take a couple gels with me, because I did kind of get that like achy leg feeling you get towards the end of the run. And I'm finally warm again. I was so cold when I got back. So I'm going to stop talking there. I hope to actually get some workout footage at some point. It's just really tough with people being around. And then I don't run with music, but I do still manage to get like kind of into the zone when I'm running. Like this run felt really good. Like I was honestly just hoping to make it an hour. And within 5 minutes of starting the run, I was like, oh, I can definitely do an hour and a half today. So that's kind of where I am on that, and why I didn't film in the middle of my run. There were also a lot of people. Like, it was a really nice day for January. I mean, we've had Christmas where it's 70 here, so we have had that. We've had the snow. Like, it can be crazy. So today was a nice day for the summer. Like, for the winter. I saw a ton of people like out walking their dogs and stuff, and so I just like didn't want to be disturbing other people while I was running too. A lot of times when I run in the winter, it's really quiet and it's like just me. And in those cases, like I'd be more likely to pull the camera out. Same with like if I'm trail running, because the Oregon 70.3 course does have trails on it. I would definitely consider filming. Well, I definitely need to do trails. I would definitely also consider filming while I'm doing those, because they are typically like there are fewer people around. I do like that there are people on the trails I run, because otherwise I'd get really paranoid. I get paranoid because I'll see a root and think it's a snake. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking there. Hopefully my dinner will be here soon. I do the no contact delivery with Uber Eats. So it's really nice that they will actually just, put it like outside my front door. And I got garlic knots, which I never get garlic knots. So I'm really excited for that. I will stop filming here and try and get some actual footage of something more interesting than me talking tomorrow. And then I'll probably edit this tomorrow night so I can post on Tuesday. I forgot, excuse my pile of bills that I need to go through. I forgot I ordered a salad. So I got salad. There are the garlic knots, which look delicious. And my pasta is in there. I can't really tell. It looks like maybe those are mushrooms or something with it, and I love mushrooms. I don't know what this is, so let's see. Thinking like, oh, breadsticks. So came with breadsticks too. Had no idea. I'm about to eat, not all of this. Some of this is for later this week, actually. But definitely the salad. I love salad after running. I don't know why. And I love Caesar salad. Some of the pasta, at least one garlic knot, and then see where I am hunger-wise. It has been a long but super productive day, it feels like. Got up at like 5:45 this morning, went to work, worked like 7:15 to 4:30 or so. That wasn't the productive part. I mean, I got all done at work. But after work, went down to the gym in my building, ran on the treadmill, and then after I ran, there were like 4 people in there when I started my workout. After I ran though, there was like 1 person left, and after my first set of squats, he left. So I had the entire office gym to myself. I'll insert a clip of that that's about 30 seconds here. Yeah, so that was the gym I had to myself. Obviously, like, not a ton of equipment, but I really can't be picky because it's free. One of the things I've started doing, though, to help with getting in my afternoon workouts is I try to make it as easy as possible on myself when it comes to transitioning from work to working out. So I do things like I just take the same, like, I have a Yeti I drink out of a lot, but I'll take a water bottle with me if I'm planning to run, and that'll just be my water all day. I'll refill it in our office break room because we do have filtered water and an ice machine. Then I also wear the same socks to work as I do to work out usually. Mainly I wear boots, so they're covered all the time. I know men, if you wear like, I guess like even boots, they could show in some cases. I just feel like I notice men's socks more at work. I think women's shoes tend to cover them entirely, or we're not wearing socks if we're wearing heels. But so in the winter, at least, since that's probably when I'll run on the treadmill and use the office gym the most, it is really nice not to have to worry about bringing socks because for some reason they're the one thing that's like impossible to find in the dryer in the morning. So I try and make it as simple as possible. So like I already have all my socks to run, so all I have to do is drop my work backpack in a locker, change, and I'm ready to go. Like I have a water bottle ready to go because I always fill it up in the office, even though there's also a bottle fill in the gym. And I usually end up like really enjoying the workouts I have there just because I am getting a full gym to myself. So what I'm kind of trying to do with my strength training is, because I have access to more weights in the office gym, I am going to try and lift a little bit heavier there than I do at home. So today I did use a weight on my squats day and it actually felt better. I think it's better, like I was trying to kind of like create like a front squat position by holding dumbbells here, and it was making it really uncomfortable and awkward doing it in my garage. So I did have access to heavier weights, so I was able to do like more of a goblet squat holding the dumbbell here. Obviously, depending on your goals, goblet squats might not be ideal. For me right now and my strength, they work perfectly fine. I did also incorporate, so I did a Romanian deadlift again, and then I also incorporated a, can't think of words right now, a leg press into my workout. So I got another movement that kind of hit my quads other than the squat. And I don't have to worry about like figuring out a way to hold weight. It did take me a minute to figure out kind of the setup that I like on that to make sure I'm getting enough depth, because it's not like the nicest leg press in the world, because it's like a seated one and it's like the plate your legs on moves like away from you, but you're like sitting up straight. It was weird to me. I've never used one like that. I think all the other ones I've used, it's like the seat actually moves if it's seated. Or like there's the ones where you're like more in a lying position where the plate moves, but like you actually put weight plates on it. So that was new to me today, but I really enjoyed it. It did take me kind of until the last set to really feel like, okay, I've got this. Like I feel comfortable with it. It was never like I felt uncomfortable to the point I shouldn't do it though. So those were my 3 leg movements. So I basically did like 1 leg movement and then superset of 2 upper body movements. So it was squats, and then I did the lat pull down and the close grip seated row. There's not another grip on this seated row machine. It's actually combined lat pull and seated row. Never seen it before, but that hit a lot of muscles in my upper body right there. My second upper body set was reverse flies and a dumbbell bench press. And I think that was actually it for upper body today. So, and that was all a little bit heavier than what I typically do in my garage. So the things I want to start incorporating into my garage gym, just focusing on things that will help me with cycling power and just running speed a little bit more. So obviously I'll probably continue with a lot of the same movements. So the Romanian deadlift and the squat are going to be my 2, and lunges are kind of the 3 that I'll use the most at home. But then I also want to start to incorporate a little bit more of plyometrics, so more jumping movements, power-based movements. So that would be things like jump squats, burpees. Those are the 2 I can name off the top of my head. And kind of, my cat's rubbing against the yoga block where my camera's sitting. Sorry about that. Just things to like kind of a little bit more power-based. I also want to focus a little bit more on stability, so I might try and incorporate a little bit more in the way of single leg movement. And then, as usual, focusing on upper body stability for my old shoulder injury. So that's kind of where I see my strength training going. The plan is for now 2 days a week, 1 at the office gym, 1 at home. And then if I have feel the need to do an extra strength day, I might do like a hybrid yoga stability type strength day as well at home. So that's kind of where that is. I feel really good today. I actually felt more fresh than I expected to on the 30-minute run. I am going to stop the video here. I wanted to have more workout footage. It just did not work out today with being in the office gym. There were 4 people in there when I got there. So I'm going to stop the video there so I can start to edit tonight, and I will hopefully have a little bit more content with the video the rest of the week.